Hello everybody, this is Kiran and today we are going to talk about how to create bugs in Jira, how to create a sprint in Jira and to learn a lot more features in the ongoing session of Jira. So let's start on, so we in the previous session has seen that how we have created backlogs including epics, then user stories, then tasks. So we also saw how to edit the tasks and add assignees to the task and also link issues in any uh, parent issues, link another issue to issue, and also we have to see how to create a subtask today. So what we can do, we can just click on this create button and start creating bugs in Jira today. So let's see that, and here we go. So I have clicked on this. Now let me open the project which we were trying to test in the previous sessions, Orange HRM demo website. So I'll just click on this. Here we go. Yeah, so we can log into the website till the time it's logging in. Now we can just go to leave section and we can try and find out some error. So what we can see that, okay, we are allowed to choose some date in the past years for applying the leaves, which is wrong. And let's say if I try to from and to, and then okay, this is leave list. So let's say I want to apply leave. Let me go to this apply button and apply for no leaves with leave balance. Okay, hang on. Now, so I was explaining you, so let's say I've chosen some date in the long past and then I click on search. Okay. So there's one leave, which is one record which got found, which is from 1st April 2023 to 10th April. And the leave type is bereavement. What we can do is, let's say we are raising a bug that I'm able to see a record which I have never raised. Let's say, okay, I'm seeing a record which leave I have not applied. Okay, so let's say I want to raise a bug like that. So if I'll just go back to Jira and choose the issue type as bug, and what we have to do is we have to the status remains auto selected, the summary of the bug, the record fetched from the leave database is invalid. Okay, so I've raised summary. I've written a summary like that, and then I can write a proper description which includes steps to reproduce, that how do I actually reach on to that particular problem. So it's a good practice always to mention steps to reproduce when you're actually raising a bug, because somebody else will be reproducing this issue and the person should be very well navigated to the particular issue. So let's say log into the portal and the URL you have to mention here, and then you can write steps, so I'm just leaving it for the time being. Now assignment, so you have to assign it to one of your teammates. So I don't have any teammates right now. Now labels is something which you have to get back. I'll tell you. Sprint, again, I have not created any sprint, so I will not have any sprint. Story point is also something we'll get back. I have told you in the previous session also, label, story points. Then reporter is me, of course. Attachment, I can attach any screenshots of my choice if I want to. And then this issue, if it is blocking, so let's say it's blocking one of my test cases, or maybe if it's blocking one of my user stories, so I can directly link that particular Jira ID here. Okay, and then I can just create, if suppose I want to create a issue which is similar to this bug, the skeleton will remain same, except that the ID of that particular issue will change, and it will have to fill in new details in that. So I can click on this checkbox, which is create another issue. And when I click on this checkbox and then click on create, after creating this bug, a new issue window will open, which is having the same data which I have filled in here with another ID, of course. So a new bug can be raised which is similar. So for now I'm just not clicking on that, and I'm just clicking on create. So this new bug got created, which I can see in my backlog section. So whatever I'll be creating will all come in this backlog section. That is for sure. Okay, so we have seen how to raise a bug also. So we have some few fields which are yet to be explained. So I'll go back and explain you that first, and then we'll create a sprint and see more. Now before we do that, what we can do, we can actually add epics, to all the stories and everything which we are creating. That will make our roadmap much clearer. So I have one epic only, so I'm getting one in the list. Okay, so I guess you can see it's so easy. From the backlog page, you can directly add epics by just hovering the mouse over the issue type, maybe task or story, and it is giving me an option to add the epic so easily. And you can just go and hover over, click on it, and just add it like that. Okay, so that is how you can add an epic to a particular task or story. Now that is about it. Now what else I'll tell you, hang on. So I'm just doing it quickly, adding epics to all the issues which I have created so far. Okay, now this bug can be linked to one tasks. Okay, that is the best way of doing it. So let's say I've raised this bug as a part of testing the this one OH14, right? So I have raised this bug as a part of testing some other performing some task, which is testing task of the leave user story. Testing task of leave user story. So what I can do is I'll show you. I'll just click on this. It will open on the right hand side, and then I can open it in the new tab. Just hang on. Here we go. So I've clicked on it. I didn't do that. Hang on. So when I click on it, it will open on the right hand side, which you know, right? It's opening. And then I can open it in my directly in my new tab, sorry. And then here I can link this to one of the tasks, which is testing task of leave user story. So in that one user story, we have created two tasks, where one is development task and one is testing task. So inside the testing task, we can either have subtask or directly, let's say we are testing it. So this bug is a part of it. So I can just link this issue. So when I'm linking this issue, here we go. So when I'm linking this issue, I will be asked to relates to block and everything. So I have to just click on, let's say this is a part of that, right? So it will be relates to, and then what is the issue? I don't know the issue ID. Then what I can just write is leave. So I'll get all the tasks or user stories or all the issues which is having the word leave. So testing of leave is the task to which I want to associate this bug to. So I have to just click on that, and it will be added, and I can just click on link, and it will be done, right? So that's how I can have all the bugs in a particular, either in a particular user story or associated in a task, right? So that they're not scattered here and there. Now let's say what I want to do right now is also show you what is label, so that we can use it later on. So when we actually learn how to use the advanced search in Jira, then labels will be more useful. But let's learn how to create it now, so that later on we can learn the search thing also. Now labels, you can click here, and I can create this label of this bug as, let's say I'm doing this bug as a part of exploratory testing. So right now I'm doing just exploratory testing. So I can just label it as exploratory bug. So now this label is not already present in my system, Jira system. So it will be seen as a new label. So I can just click on new label, and this label will be created. Now next time, okay, labels cannot have spaces. Actually labels works as hashtags, exploratory bug. So I've just created a label, new label. Now next time, whenever I try to add this label onto new issue, it will get it in the listing, drop down listing. I can add one more than one labels also. Let's say I want to add here as leave section. So whatever will be either it is a development task or a testing task, any other task associated with the leave section, we can add this label, and maybe that will be helping us search whenever we want to. So if that is one label, if you want to create, so another label I have created. I can show you how this creation of the label will be helpful in our next issues. Sprint I have to come back to, and story point also have to come back to. So right now these are the things associated. Now what we can do is, let me go and show you how to add new label. I already added labels into a new bug or new any story, whatever. So what we can do is, let's go and click on this create. Let's select the project as Orange HRM, the type as bug, and let's say we raise another bug in some other section. Okay, let me go back to this portal and let's go to the admin. Okay, so when we are in the admin, we'll try to find out some prominent issue. So let's say I go to, okay, so I search for one of the users which are available. Let's say Guru Nath. So I search for this Guru Nath here and click on search. So I get the Guru Nath's details and everything. So I'll go and click on edit here. Okay, so I change the role. We can do things, whatever we want to explore, we can do it. So let's say enable to disabled. So we change the role also and save it. I'll see if the changes are replicated on the admin tab or not. So I'll just go to admin again. I'll scroll down and look for Guru Nath. So yes, role changed and the status also changed. So that's working fine. It's no bug. I'll try and look for another bug then. Nationalities. Okay. Now let's say I delete Azerbaijani nationality from the database. So so there's total 185 records. So if I just delete this one, yeah, so the records, okay, so this is also working okay so far. Let me do one thing. Trying to search for some person, Charlie Carter. Okay, so there's no time sheets. Okay, no problem. Let's go to my information. Okay, so we can see also, let's say I change my name. So I'll just do, and try to save it without writing anything, even if it is a mandatory field. So what I do is I can change it to Kiran and save it. Okay. So it has changed my full name, but the user ID which is available here hasn't changed. Actually, it can, I'll just check how to change the user ID also. So nickname is this, which we can change to Kiran. And can we can just see if we have an option. We have an option to change the user ID. Okay, save. So maybe that is a bug, that okay, we changed the name but still it is being shown as the same name which was previous name, right? So that is a bug. So what I do, I just go and click on the create button, and my profile, name change is not reflected on the login details, logged in details or something like that. So let's say that's a bug I'm trying to raise, and I can just write some description if I want to. So I'll just write test for now here. Okay, in the description, what we can do, we can write somebody's name also. Let's say I want to talk to someone, or maybe I just want to refer to somebody here, that okay, look into this issue or something like that. So what do? You just write @ and then mention your teammate's name. Let's say I just write A, so the number. So let's say automation for Jira is one of the teammates available in the Jira. So I can add him, or maybe if I just write H, or something. So if somebody with this name or initials are there, they will be listed and I can add them. I can show you this adding or tagging people in the comments and in the description only after I teach you how to add teammates using the team tabs here. So we'll learn that, but just hang on for now. So we can assign also after that labels. So we come back to labels, which we were trying to see. So what I have to do, I have to just write exploratory testing, let's say. So when I do EX, so I get the list of the labels which are already available, so I can just choose it and it will be added up. So exploratory bug is here. Similarly, let's say I also want to make it as leave part, let's say, though it's not a leave bug. So let's say if I do, then I can leave section, I can add, so which I don't want to add right now. So only exploratory bug I have added, and then sprint I don't want to add right now. Then I can click on create, and that's how this issue will be created. We can go to the backlogs tab again. Here I can refresh this page and I'll see the new bug also got created, which will have a user link as, or the URL as OH16, right? So here we are on the backlogs tab. Just a second, let it load. Yeah, so we can see 14 issues got created, in which there are 4 user stories and there are many tasks, and then 2 bugs which I have created as a part of this. I have linked all the issues to this Epic, so that I have done. All the statuses are in to do, if you can see here, and also the person so most of the issues are unassigned because we don't have people here in the team, so they're all unassigned. So if there were only the ones which I have assigned to myself is showing KS, the initials of the person who is logged into the Jira. So if I have teammates, their initials will also come here. Okay, that's how the backlog section works. I would also want you to check the roadmap tab here right now, because that will help you understand that how epics are when the epic which we have created is having multiple user stories and how tasks are attached to them. So I'll go to the roadmap tab here, and you can see, just a second. So here there's a epic which we have created, and if I just expand this epic, I can see all the issues which are linked here to this epic, and then you can clearly, see the roadmap as in how it is expanding. Just a second. Yeah, so all these issue types are linked to this epic, which is clearly visible here. Now, just a second, what is that? Okay. Okay. Now, coming back to the backlogs, so now we can also learn how to start a sprint. So we'll learn about adding issues to a sprint, starting on the sprint, what is story points, and also how to add teammates and all in the upcoming sessions. Till then, thank you.